Getting the hard away Southerntea. Back with another EP. Getting the hard away Southerntea. Back with another EP. And y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all roll on in, hit that like button for your boy. Greatly appreciate it. Let me holler at my people that's in the building already. Shout out my guy, Boxing Matchups and Dwayne Freeman. What's good, pimp? Shout out my guy, Damon Man. What's good, Damon Man? Appreciate you sliding through this, John Damon Man. Glad y'all good folks could make it. Commentary. What's good, pimp? Appreciate you sliding through this, John commentary. Glad you could make it. And salute to your family in the chat. Smash that like button. Greatly appreciate you. Shout out my guy on commentary. And real quick on commentary, great show yesterday. Great show yesterday on commentary. You did your first show yesterday, boy. I was thoroughly impressed, man. It was a good little cook. I almost forgot to come on because I was listening to you cook, and you was going in. You was doing so good, shit. I almost forgot that I said that I was gonna come on the show. So shout out my guy on commentary on his first show yesterday. But y'all know why we shit. Y'all know why we here today. Y'all know why we here today. Well, a lot of people don't know why we're here today because a lot of people didn't even know that the Crusher Kovalev had a fight, coming up this weekend. Not only do the Crusher Kovalev got a fight coming up this weekend, he got a fight coming up against Tervel Pulev. Tervel Pulev, my bad. He got a fight coming up against Tervel Pulev. And if you hear the name and it sound kind of familiar, you know what I mean? Pulev is because it is. A lot of y'all might not know Tervel Pulev, but Tervel Pulev is related to Sergey Pulev, the heavyweight. You know what I mean? So Tervel Pulev, if that name sounds familiar, but you really can't quite put a finger on it, it's because you heard of his brother before. Yes, Cavanello. Shout out my guy Cavanello. Cavanello, yes, he does. Kovalev has a fight Saturday. He's fighting at cruiserweight. This fight's going to be at the 200-pound division. It's not going to be at Kovalev's, regular division. It's not going to be at Kovalev's regular division, the 175. Kovalev has been off 2.5 years. He's making a comeback against Tervel Pulev. Now, to bring it a little more into perspective, right? Tervel Pulev, now, he hasn't fought in 1 full year. 1 full year. Kovalev hasn't fought in 2.5 years. You know what I mean? But Tervel, did have a fight last year. Tervel really only has a fight about once a year. So, him fighting once a year, is not really out of the normal. But yeah, to answer your question, my guy, Cavanello, yes, Kovalev does have a fight this weekend, and Kovalev is fighting Sergey Pulev's little brother, Tervel Pulev. So we got Tervel Pulev, versus Kovalev. A lot of us know the last time we seen Kovalev was in that fight with Canelo Alvarez. If you're thinking, has he had a fight, since then? No, he has not had a fight since then. That is the last time that Kovalev, had a fight in his fight versus Canelo Alvarez, which was about, 2.5 years ago. But I digress. I'm about to bring up my camera. About to show y'all. We about to get on into it. About to bring up my camera. About to show y'all. The tail of the tape. We about to get into the fight breakdown and prediction portion of this video. Y'all do your boy a favor. If you're in here and you haven't yet, y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, greatly appreciate it. But let me get my camera shared, and then we go get this thing going. Let me get my camera shared, and then we go get this thing going. Greatly appreciate y'all sliding through this joint. Y'all do your boy a favor. Hit that like button when you come on in. There go my box rig. We about to get on into it. Tervel Pulev. Tervel Pulev is Kurad Pulev's little brother. Yes, Kovalev does fight this weekend. This is not a drill. This is not a joke. So first we got Tervel Pulev. You know what I mean? Tervel Pulev is 16-0 with 13 knockouts. My guy Case of Voice said something when he came on earlier. My guy Case of Voice said that Pulev, doesn't show his age. That's what my guy Case of Voice said when he came on. He said Pulev doesn't show his age. Pulev and Kovalev are both the same age. They both are 39. Coming into this fight, Tervel Pulev is he has substantially a less amount of fights than Kurad Pulev does. So they are the same age, but Tervel Pulev, has a lot less wear and tear, on his body. Seeing that, he's been in a lot less fight. You compare his 16 fights, compare Tervel Pulev's 16 fights and 13 KOs to Kurad Pulev's 34 fights, 4 losses type deal. You see the experience lies heavy with Kovalev in this fight. I expect Kovalev in this one. Kovalev is the more experienced fighter. Kovalev is the more known fighter. Kovalev is the better fighter, in this. Kovalev is the better fighter in this, particular situation. He's known to be the better fighter. My bad, job. My bad. Sergey Kovalev has fought Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez just had a fight last week. He fought Anthony Yard. You know what I mean? He fought Elder Alvarez, Canelo Alvarez's brother. You know what I mean? He fought him twice, actually. You know what I mean? Did Kovalev. He fought Andre Ward twice, as well. Y'all know Andre Ward, the great Andre Ward. Yeah. He fought the great Andre Ward twice. You know what I mean? Andre Ward was victorious both times. Although in their first fight, a lot of people feel like that, maybe Andre Ward might have won and Kovalev might have edged him out. But they ran it back. And we all know how that when he fought John Pascal, as well. He fought Bernard Hopkins. You know what I mean? Yes, Bernard Hopkins, Bernard Hopkins as well. You know what I mean? Yeah, so just for references, just so you some of the guys that Sergey Kovalev fought. Sergey Kovalev has been inactive for 2.5 years, but despite him being inactive, Sergey Kovalev has one of the better jabs, in the game, especially in his prime. The Kovalev jab, was considered, his best weapon. They jab and they straight right hand, down the pipe. Kovalev is coming up from light heavyweight, you know what I mean? So with him being the better boxer and coming up from light heavyweight, we would give him, the skill advantage. But in this fight, I think, because of the wear and tear on his body, 34, 4-1, being off 2 years, moving up, to cruiserweight, I think Kovalev will still be the better boxer, but I think Tervel Pulev will be the stronger boxer. I watched some tapes on Tervel Pulev, and him too himself, he can box. You know what I mean? He's not the most defensively sound guy. He is a sharp puncher when he decides to let his hands go. He is a sharp puncher. You know what I mean? But he keeps his hands low. You know what I mean? He does keep his hands low, and that could become a problem. You know what I mean? If Sergey Kovalev power, carries up to cruiserweight, Tervel, likes to keep his hands down. And if, Kovalev power is, still what it used to be, if it carries up to cruiserweight, Tervel Pulev keeping his hands so low could do either one or two things. It could either get him knocked out by Kurad Pulev, or it could lead to Kurad Pulev, just being able to land, shots after shot after shot, be able to land the shots that he want to, because Tervel Pulev has his hands down, so far. I went through Pulev, resume, and there's not many people that we would know, on his resume, relatively, unknown fighter over here in the U.S., but he comes from a fighting family. Does Tervel Pulev. But yeah, so Tervel Pulev, he likes to have his hands kind of low. You know what I mean? He carries his hands low, but he is a solid puncher. When he let his hands go, he is a dangerous fighter. He does have, 13 knockouts in his 16 fights. So when he goes in the ring, he's not going in the ring, to play. He's not going in the ring trying to do overtime or nothing like that. He's going in the ring to get it finished. Again, I think, like I said, I think Sergey Kovalev is the better boxer, in this situation. I believe he's the more experienced boxer in this situation. He's the more known boxer in this situation type deal. He's been out the sport for 2.5 years. And although the person that he's going against, does have defensive lapses, he does have defensive issues, I'm going to have to go with Tervel Pulev in this fight because this is going to be Sergey Kovalev's first fight at the 200-pound division, and I know Kovalev, I know Kovalev is the better boxer, and I know the guy likes to keep his hands low, but I think in this fight with him moving up, this being his first fight, I think this guy going to be a little too much for Kovalev. I think he will be able to land on Pulev, but I don't think his power is going to be enough to keep Pulev up off of him. You know what I mean? Just for comparison, it wasn't enough to keep, Canelo Alvarez off of him, and Canelo Alvarez fights at, 168. That's how Canelo Alvarez ended up beating Kovalev, because Kovalev was beating Canelo Alvarez. I watched that fight earlier. Kovalev, was beating him. He was controlling him with the jab. But eventually, Canelo Alvarez caught up, to Sergey Kovalev. I believe the guy in this fight, eventually, he's going to catch up to Sergey Kovalev. You know what I mean? And I think he's going to stop Sergey Kovalev, to be real with y'all, right? I listened to Sergey Kovalev, give his thoughts in the interview earlier. I forget who was interviewing. Matter of fact, it was a press conference, but I saw this on the boxing scene. And the boxing scene, actually, my guy K Savoy told me this first, and then I went and found it myself on the boxing scene. Boxing scene told me that Kovalev, I almost called him KK Kovalev. Kovalev has stated that he is a little worried, about this fight because he's been out of the ring so long, and it's his first fight at cruiserweight. I thought that was the first red flag. Kovalev said he was a little worried about this fight, being that it's his first fight back. And the second red flag is Kovalev said that when he started this sparring camp, that he was getting beat up in sparring for about 2 weeks. You know what I mean? So I'm just adding it all together. Kovalev fights this Saturday. He's coming off a 2-year layoff. You know what I mean? With what he said in his interviews, he's fighting in a new division against a much bigger guy. 16 KOs with 13 knockouts. He comes from a fighting family. He has the fresher body between these two fighters. They both are the same age. Kovalev is 6 foot with a 72-inch arm reach, and I think, let me see, Kovalev is 6 foot with a 72-inch arm reach. Tervel is 6'1". His arm reach is not listed up here. You know what I mean? His arm reach is not listed up here. But I believe, Pulev is going to be just the naturally bigger fighter. He's going to be, the naturally fresher fighter. I think he's more hungry than Kovalev right now. I think Kovalev is coming back in part because, just to get a check. You know what I mean? He's been out 2.5 years. I think he's coming back just to pay the bills. I believe that Sergey Kovalev is going to get knocked out in this fight by Tervel Pulev. I'm getting to the prediction stage of my video. I got Tervel Pulev 16-0 with 13 KOs. I got Tervel Pulev winning by knockout. I'm going to say that Tervel Pulev is probably going to knock out Kovalev maybe like in the 7th or 8th round. You know what I mean? Don't think he's going to be able to have enough for the naturally bigger guy, the naturally fresher athlete. You know what I mean? But y'all know what's going on. I'm getting ready to rob the bookie. So make sure y'all tune in. We getting ready to rob the bookie next. Greatly appreciate, everybody coming through here. Yes, Kovalev does fight this weekend. If you don't know, now you know. Kovalev does have a fight. Kovalev Kovalev does have a fight this weekend. I think it's on BT Sports. He got a fight at the Cruiserweight division. Appreciate everybody coming through this jump. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel before y'all get up out of here. Appreciate everybody that came through this jump. Skin the Heart Away Southerntea. This ain't the past. This ain't the future. But this the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Love. Make sure y'all meet me over there at the Robin the Bookie at our next session. Appreciate y'all sliding through the jump. What's good, Grinder?